Hello, my name is. Hello, my name is. Hello, my name is. Hello, my name is Elizabeth. Hello, my name is. Hello, my name is. My name is Lizzie. My name is Elizabeth. My name is Corey. My name is Izzy. Elizabeth. Izzy. My name is Eli. Elizabeth. Izzy, Liz, Corey, Lizzie. Liz, Corey, Lizzie. Lizzie, Corey. Izzy, Liz, Corey, Lizzie. Elizabeth. Sam. Lizzie, Corey. Elizabeth. Liz. Sam.
Hello, genderqueer folks. This is Sam, and this is my, I think, like 6th personal video blog, but my first video blog with genderqueer chat. Hello! I get to be your new Thursday, and this kicks ass. So, thank you for asking me. A little bit about myself. My name is Sam. As you've seen, it's been a long road. I'm 25, I identify as genderqueer. I live in Berkeley, California. I'm applying to film schools, and I work at a video store, and I work on films, and I'm all about film all the time. Basically, my favorite 3 things are film, gender, and talking about gender, and fucking with gender, and thinking about gender, and sailing. If anyone lives out here and wants to go sailing, hit me up. That would be kick-ass. Today is Christmas Eve, Wednesday the 24th, so I'll post this tomorrow. And I just had a reduction on Friday, a couple of days ago, and it was very exciting and scary, but I was really proud of myself for getting through it, and it was not as bad as I thought. So I'll make a separate entry on my account for that, but I just wanted to show you part of my hospital bracelet because props are cool in YouTube videos, and it's cool.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth. I am a really little kid, and that's what everyone calls me because I have no choice. Hello, my name is Lizzie with an IE. I'm probably kindergarten through 2nd grade, and it's cool because it's got an IE. Hello, my name is Lizzie with a Y because in 3rd grade this girl Marissa said I should be with a Y, and it's cooler, so that's that. And I'm Lizzie with a Y. At the same time as, hello, my name is Corey, because in like 4th grade, I was really obsessed with Roger Clemens because I wanted to be as cool as my brother, and Roger Clemens had 2 twin boys, Corey and Kobe, and I wanted to be named Corey because it was cool, but I never really did it. Hello, my name is Liz. I unfortunately thought on the first day of 7th grade that I should be Liz. I don't know why. I just thought at the beginning of Mr. Lowndes' class I should be grown up, and I was stuck with that for years, and it's stupid. Hello, my name is Izzy. I decided that I would try out the name Izzy when I was between junior year and senior year of college, like the fizzy juice, and it's delicious, but it didn't really stick. Hello, my name is Eli. I tried out Eli when I was when I was first in California, so probably like 23 maybe just 22 for a couple months, and it was way too male, so I dropped it. And here we are. Hello, my name is Sam. Hello, hooray.
So today's topic is names. So my birth name is Elizabeth, and I've always hated it. And I don't think it fits me at all. I think it's way too feminine and grown up and upper class or something. I don't know. It doesn't work. And I've never liked it as long as I can remember. I've tried a whole bunch of different names, as you've seen. And, yeah, but I'm still Elizabeth on all legal things, to my doctors, stuff like that. I basically missed the opportunity to change my name multiple times. I thought that it would be cool to change my name when I went to a new place, like when I went to camp or something, but I missed the boat, and I would always say, I'm Liz, and be stuck. Or when I went off to college, I was stuck with Liz. And when I went to California, when I moved out here, I was like, cool, great, I should do that. And then I didn't do it because I knew some people out here when I moved, and they already knew me as Liz. So I've always missed the boat. And I was really pissed, and I was trying all these names that I thought came out of Elizabeth. Like Izzy or Eli or something, because I figured Elizabeth. I think that's 9 letters. I was like, there's got to be a way to make a name out of this. And I actually sat down in Dolores Park with my friend one day and took all the letters and jumbled them up and made gobbledygook names. And we were like, there's got to be something in here, and it just wasn't working. And then finally one time I was hanging out at the White Horse in Oakland with my friend Jack. And he was like, dude, just pick a name that you like. It doesn't have to come out of Elizabeth. And he like gave me permission almost to do it. No one had to give me permission, but I just like felt that way. So he was like, what's your favorite name? And I knew right then. I was like, Sam. Sam's my favorite name. He said, just go with it. Try it out. See what it's like. Just give it a try. And I did. And that was about a year and a couple months ago. And I've been Sam ever since. And it's my favorite name. It was my best friend's dog's name growing up. It was my grandfather's name. Or one of my grandfather's names. It's one syllable, it's gender neutral, which is what I was looking for. It could go either way. Androgynous. I think it's a really soft name, and I feel like the name Liz is really like harsh and sharp, and Sam is really nice. I don't know if that sounds stupid, but it got to the point where I was changing my name every couple months for a while when I was out here and like going back to Liz and trying something else, that this one girl, every time I would see her, she would very, very nicely and politely pull me aside and whisper and be like, what should I call you now? And I would tell her the name of the time. So I'm pleased to say it's been Sam for a while, and I really think it's sticking. And my name, if I was going to be a boy, would have been Theodore, which I'm happy to say I'm pleased that I'm not Theodore. My parents would have called me Teddy. But I was thinking if I did ever change my name, which I kind of don't think I will, but if I ever did, that I would be, I could be like Samuel Theodore and then my last name. And I thought that was pretty cool. Extraordinarily male, but really cool sounding. And I doubt I'll do it. Right now, legally, it's not important to me, but I'm not sure if that'll change at some point. So when I was first going by Sam, it was really hard for me to remember to introduce myself as Sam. So like, I remember this one time there was this girl who was over visiting one of my housemates, and I walked right up to her and I put up my hand and I said, hi, what's your name? And she said, hi, my name's whatever, Meredith. I don't know. I just made that up. And I said, hi, I'm Liz. And then I paused and I didn't stop eye contact with her. And I was just like, I messed up. And then I walked away. And she was just like totally confused, and it was funny. One of the things I did to try out different names, and I totally recommend trying different names because it's just made such a big difference in how I feel about myself and how I perceive myself, and just like I was talking about in my own videos, like doors have kind of opened since I changed my name. So I really recommend it, and one way to try it out, I like to call the cafe test. I think I made this up, so no one steal it, but you can use it. I recommend it. Basically, go to a cafe where you have to order some food at the counter. And you order your food and they say, oh, what's your name? And you say, my name is Sam, or whatever. And then they look at you and they say, Sam? And you say, yes. And they write it down. And then a couple minutes later, your food is ready and they say, Sam? And you say, that's me. And they bring you your food and they say, Sam again. And you say, yes. You take your food. And it's like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth trying out the name. And it's really fun and helps you decide how you feel about it, because you have to give it, you have to respond to it, you have to verify it like 80 times. One thing about changing your name is being really straightforward with people. I unfortunately learned this the hard way. I didn't want to make people call me something that they were uncomfortable with. So for like over a year, I didn't make certain close friends who have known me for a long time or family, I didn't make them call me Sam. I was just like, I want you to be comfortable, you call me what you want. And in the long run, that actually made them feel more uncomfortable, me not being like really straightforward with them. So I really recommend, if you're gonna try a name, like try it with your friends, try it for a couple months, and then when you think you're gonna go with it, which I knew a long time ago that I was definitely sticking with it, tell people and ask them to call you it. Have them change it in their phone, change it in their email, whatever works, because if you leave it up to them, they might feel really awkward, and that ended up happening with my family, my brother, my close friends, and it's no good. No good. I guess that's all I have to say about names. I'm really excited to be your new Thursday. Take care. Have a lovely holiday if you celebrate, and I will see you guys next week. All right, bye.